Okay, so I put the new door switches on the microwave, and when I close the microwave door, it sounds like the magnetron's starting, and that's not a good thing. So I did some searches online to find out what to do, and they suggested replacing the board. So we're going to look at replacing the board. So I ordered the door online from partsimple.com, and this is how it came. We're going to try this out. I'm going to open the microwave up the same way I did before for the door switches. Okay, so I've removed the screws. And the door panel comes off. And we'll disconnect these 3 plugs. So the website suggested that the problem might be one of these relays stuck open. So you can't just replace an individual relay, which is kind of stinky. But we're going to take this off and we're going to replace it and see what happens. The good thing is that partsimple.com has guaranteed returns. So if this doesn't work and we have to wind up buying a new microwave, then that's what we're going to do. You want to be careful about this green clip here. You notice that there's 2 little clips on each end. You got to stick something sharp in there to pop it out, to get it out. Got one side. Okay, got both sides out. You can see there's a couple of Phillips screw heads here that we need to remove. This green connector looks like the only connector. So let's remove these screws. Now once you get those 3 screws out, the unit just lifts right off. The new unit is an exact replacement fit. Same size. You line up the screw holes. Put the screws back in and we'll see what happens. One thing to keep in mind here is that there's a little pocket at the top left here and a little lip that sits right here, right on top of this. So you want to make sure that it sits in that little pocket and the lip. Okay, we got all the screws in. We're going to put the connector back in place. Oh, look at that. The connector comes with a little cap. You got to take the new one has a little fitting that's the same size as this cap, so we need to take this out first. I thought at first that something was wrong with the plug. So here we go. Make sure that it's popped in snugly, both sides. Let me plug our 3 plugs back in there. Align the slots and put it back in. Okay, we plugged it back in. Looks like the board is initializing. It's asking us to set the clock, then we'll do that. Now before, what we did was we closed the door and it started the magnetron, so we're just going to see if that happens again. And it didn't. So let's try it with some water. Seems to be doing pretty well with the water. That was another appliance in the background. And there we go. Let's see what happened. And the water is warm. So the problem was, when I replaced those door switches in the last Fix-It video, when I closed this door, the light stayed on inside and there was a hum from the magnetron. And the Part Simple website said, sounds like the board. They gave the board number. It's cheaper than buying a whole new unit. And that's the next Fix-It with Crunk.